So I decided to record a little bit of my practicing. I'm in isolation. I said 9 days before, but I'm actually down to 8, thank goodness. But it's all been one day after other, seems the same. So I want to learn the Chaconne from Bach. Obviously, it's the violin Partita number 2 in D minor. Written 18 something, I forget the exact dates, from Bach for solo violin. There's quite a few versions for accordion, the most notable being obviously Semenov's and Lips, and they take generously from Bach Busoni's, the Busoni arrangement of the Chaconne for piano for two hands. But of course, both Semenov and Lips wrote the arrangement for violin. So obviously with piano we have a few limitations with the keyboard, handspan, we can the notes we can reach, but mostly it's, I think, the octaves written just a few notes shorter. We need to change a few octaves for the registers, which does, I think, change the style. Because of that, we don't have the bassoon master registers for some of these like really strong parts. So we have to, I think, strip the voices back, or strip the melody or the style back, and perhaps look more to a violin approach. The other way is also to look at the score of Brahms, who wrote the Chaconne for piano with just the left hand. There's a really great video on YouTube. My preferred is from the pianist Daniel Trivanov. He plays this amazingly. So I've always loved this piece, this Chaconne. A lot of people have played it, a lot of very, very good recordings out there. And but I want to play it. It's one of my favorite pieces. Has a unique aspect for me because I first heard this piece played on an accordion, and so the sonority or the texture for me, it's a much more organ-like piece rather than a solo violin work. So keep that in mind as I kind of fumble through. I'll be looking through Bach's manuscript, Brahms's left-hand score, Busoni's Chaconne. He, I think, wrote 3 or 4 editions, but I'll be using the last edition, and then Semenov and Lips's version for violin. So this should be a bit of fun, bit of exercise. I've looked through the piece a few times, but I've never really practiced it properly or learnt the notes, sight read quite a bit. But so this will be a bit of an experiment to show pretty much how I work through a piece. Some parts will be I've already practiced before, and I'll work on how I want to make them sound, or what should be a priority. Do I have to change fingering because I like a different articulation? Do I have to change bellows because of a run? Do I have to, do certain things to make the sound better? And other parts will be me trying to sight read and comparing versions. And yeah, I'll try and make it interesting. Hope you enjoy.